Hello and thank you for watching my video. Today we're going to be discussing PowerPoint 2013 and basically all the powerful tools that it has for the end user. People typically don't use PowerPoint for, say, a graphics art software for editing photos or anything like that, but it can be used in that way. You can create images, you can create a lot of different three-dimensional objects, and you can do it right here in PowerPoint. Okay, PowerPoint has come a long way from previous 2000 and 2003 and 2007, 2010, and now 2013. We have a nice PowerPoint program here with a lot of controls that enable you to adjust the not only font size and font color, but also transparency and depth and 3D dimensions, as well as the images as well. You can have a big impact on images. So what we're going to do is we're going to take something as you see here, and I actually created this in PowerPoint. It may surprise you, but you can see all the pieces put together here in PowerPoint. And you should be able to do the same thing. Okay, you can be able to design anything you want really in PowerPoint. Okay, so I have another version of it. All right, so this is the one that's created, and this is the parts. So you ask me, how did we get from, say, nothing to here? Essentially, there's going to be a couple different areas you're going to need to use. Um, One of them is insert, okay? So you're going to want to insert a shape, all right? And when you insert the shape, you can tell the different shape we're using here is a sort of a rectangular shape, all right? So we'll select rectangular shape, all right? And we'll just let that go. You notice it's blue, and that's obviously not something we want, right? So we can go to shape fill. You can either do that, or you can right click on here, okay? And if you right click on here, it'll take you over to the right and shape fill. And what do we want to fill it with? Well, in this case, I will fill it with, say, white, as you can see. Okay, now I want to make the wall or the outside let's say the line we want. We'll say we're going to make it black for now. Okay. So now we have this object here. It still does not look like this, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it. Alright. And I'm going to go up here to the right. You can see format, okay? Now I want to format the quick shape. And I may want to change, say, the bevel, okay? To make it look a little bit different. Or I may want to make it look like this, okay? So let's go along with that. Okay? Now, it still doesn't look the same. It's not rounded and blah blah blah. So this is where you have to go ahead and go on over to format, okay? Over to edit shapes and edit points. This now is going to allow you to edit any point on here in order to make it round. Okay, I'm not going to do a perfect job right now, but I'm just going to show you. This is more or less for showing, okay, more than anything. You can see how I'm not doing a good job, but this is how it works, okay? And this is how you can round it out and so on and so forth. And you can see there's something here, okay? Now, let's go on to how do we, okay, so that's how we create these, alright? And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go one over the other. Simple like that, okay? And we can go one over that, alright? Now, what are these lines here? Well, these lines here are just part of the snapback. And we can put them right in here. And how I make these? Well, if you right click on them, you'll see. It's a combination of shadowing. Okay, so we'll go to format. We'll go to shape effects. And you can see there's no presets, but there is some shadowing. Alright, outer. And there's no 3D rotation. So that's how we kind of get this deep looking view on here. Okay. And then most interestingly, we have these little dots here, which kind of look like the little spots on the back of that snapback hat, right? So let's go to this and look at the shape. All right. There's a little glow on this one, you can tell. No reflection, but there's a bevel. Okay. So with some of these, we're going to use the bevel. All right. And that'll be that one, the bevel. We're going to use a different bevel when we use these ones. Okay. And that bevel is going to have kind of the indented aspect. Okay, so now all I do is generally what I'll do is I'll create, say, one or two of these. I'll copy and paste them, and then what I'll do is I want to move them over here. Okay, and then I'll move this one over. I'll line it up with that. Very simple to line up. All right, and the same thing is true for these. May not be lined up, but we'll get them there. All right, we can do that for all these here. Just get them up there. Alright, we'll get them up there and then we can go. And you can see this here. We can actually pull this out a little further. Right, because our hat per se. Okay. We can put that there. Put that there. And how did I make this? This little fabric here. So the fabric, all this is, again, it's like any shape per se. Okay, and instead of doing a solid fill, we'll do a pattern fill. Okay, and you'll see how I get to that. You can tell it's changing, right? Alright, so we can do that. And that's how you will get to your pattern fill, just like this. And you then alter the view, 3D view, which direction, because you need to make things look a certain way so that they are looking like the real thing. Okay, so that's essentially how we do that. Okay, and remember our final product is basically this, as you can see right here. And again, this is many pieces put together, and this is all done in PowerPoint. It's actually amazing what you can do in PowerPoint, and I encourage you to try it out for yourself. Remember, use the insert and the shapes. Okay, get good with the shapes, as well as doing some 3D dimensional editing of these shapes. And you could also actually do some video creation, which you would do in a sequence. So from one slide to the next, you can actually have like a storyline, go from one slide to the next, and just have different portions of it change as you go further along in the story. So these are my ideas you have with PowerPoint. Very powerful tool. Enjoy it and learn more. And thank you for watching.